seminar of Arab women has been organized in Shengal, the ancestral Yazidi homeland, by members of the Yazidi Women's Freedom Movement. The discussion, which took place in the Arab village of Hêzil, took place ahead of International Women's Day on 8th of March. International Women's Day is celebrated across regions such as North and East Syria, Shengal and Makhmur camp, all of which follow the teaching of imprisoned Kurdish leader Öcalan in placing an especial importance on women's role in society. The seminar, which was attended by dozens of local women from the Arab community, began with a minute's silence in honor of women killed during recent wars in the region. Hêzil Özgür, a co-chair of the local autonomous administration, said, "Before the events of 2014 that targeted the people of Shengal, we did not give any meaning to this day. But now, we know that this day is a special celebration for women all around the world." She stressed the importance of women's role in building and rebuilding society. Yazidi women have been working to heal rifts in the local community in response to the continued fallout from the 2014 ISIS genocide against the embattled Kurdish-speaking religious minority. During the genocide, thousands of Yazidi women were murdered, kidnapped, and sold into slavery, in an assault formally recognized as genocide by the United Nations, the European Union, and other international bodies. 8 years on, Arabs, Yazidis, and other minorities live together in the region, which is military contested but administered by the Democratic Autonomous Administration of Shengal, a body which places an special focus on coexistence and plurality. Members of HPC Jin, a women's community defense force, have called for imprisoned Kurdish leader Öcalan to be freed. The HPC, or Civil Defense Units, is a community-based armed organization made up of volunteers, typically older men and women. HPC Jin is its all-female component.
زندان امرالیه وکی پرگاله کی هوانا و به حقوق هاتیه آواکرن آواکره به پرگاله هیزن هوگمون نامنتوی و به گوتنا ربر آب دولت ترک داگرکر و فاشیست.
Mr. Öcalan has been in prison since his 1999 capture, held in internationally condemned conditions amounting to torture. His last contact with the outside world was a brief phone call in March 2021 to dispel rumors of his death, and his lawyers and family have just been informed it will be many more months before they can hope to contact him again.
Laura, I'm working Janan Heza Parastana Javaki the Vision. I'm a Edi, Vestuja Mrovahia Kabulnakan. Dam Dama Azadia, Bishi Sarokapu, Bishi Sarokapu, Bishi Sarokapu.
The HPC fulfill a range of responsibilities in the autonomous regions of North and East Syria, including guarding public events, providing local security on the village and neighborhood level, and working together with the region's formal armed forces, the SDF, and its internal security forces, the Saish. Images of the older Kurdish women have formed the backbone of the HPC, have attracted global attention and media coverage. Principles of community self-determination and women's self-defense are a former part of the Autonomous Administration political program. YJA-Star Command Council member Hêzil Özgür spoke to ANF about annual meeting and the guerrilla resistance in 2021. Hêzil Özgür emphasized that female fighters played a very significant role in the battles in 2021. This stance of female friends is a revolt against the slavery that has been imposed on Kurdish women for centuries. The March of Friends showed us how we should live. We gave the message that a wrong and slavish life is not a decent life, the commander said. Evaluating 2021 as a year of significant accomplishments, the female commander also addressed the Turkish invasion attacks. Özgür emphasized that the Turkish attacks on the guerrilla-held media defense zones in Bashur Kurdistan were frustrated by the guerrilla forces. The YJA-Star commander pointed out that fierce clashes are currently taking place in the media defense zones. The role of female friends is very important in this war. This line of resistance was inspired by the former fighters Zilan and Beritan. This line of self-defense has been clearly revealed during the latest invasion attacks. Women friends took the place in the battle tunnels. They also played an important role in ground combat. Guerrillas protects all oppressed women. Maybe women are struggling in many countries, but there's no such force that can protect women from the male-dominated system and invaders. The Kurdish women are lucky in this regard. Today, heroic fighters and guerrillas under the guidance of the YJA-Star protect not only the Kurdish women, but also women who are constantly raped, harassed, insulted, and murdered. They have proven this to the whole world, says YJA-Star Command Hêzil Özgür. The YJA-Star commander stated that many topics were discussed and decisions made at the Command Council meeting. A women's literature and art festival is underway in Qamishlo, the largest Kurdish majority city and de facto capital of north and east Syria. Under the slogan, "Women are the flower of the springtime of culture," the festival got underway on 1st of March in the Mohammed Sheikh Arts and Culture Center. It is part of a broad program of cultural activities being prepared for 8th of March, or International Women's Day, across the region. The two-day festival aims to promote women's culture in north and east Syria and to highlight the role of women in the preservation and rejuvenation of culture. Women's handicrafts, Arab, Kurdish, and Syriac, folk dress, and cultural artifacts were also on display alongside demonstrations of traditional dance and music. Films about the role of women in civil society and in the political struggle to establish women's rights and autonomy in the region were also displayed. The second day of the program will see more dance and songs, as well as theatrical presentation, before prizes are distributed to participants. Hundred and 121 trees are being planted in north and east Syria to commemorate those killed during ISIS January 2022 uprising in the Sinjar prison in the city of Hasaki. One tree is being planted for each of those killed in the major uprising, in ceremonies at cemeteries in Hasaki and across the region. The campaign is being organized by the Democratic Green Party, along with the local council for the families of the martyrs. ISIS staged a major uprising beginning with a double car bombing on 21st of January. Sleeper cells then attacked the detention facility, which housed thousands of ISIS members, as part of the terror group's most significant military operations since its defeat as a territorial force by the Syrian Democratic Forces in March 2019. 117 SD fighters, prison guards, and unarmed employees were killed by ISIS, while 4 residents of the surrounding vicinity were also killed by escaping ISIS members, one of them beheaded. "We have launched this campaign to commemorate the 121 marchers of the People's War," said Shirin Abbas of the Democratic Green Party. "Trees will be planted across Hasaka and Kobani cantons," she added. The SDF were able to quell this uprising with the support of the international coalition to defeat Daesh, while ongoing operations to round up escaped ISIS elements are ongoing. Hundreds of ISIS members were also killed in the fighting, while an unknown but significant number were also able to escape. An art exhibition has been organized in Sulaymaniyah in the Kurdistan region of Iraq as part of ongoing celebrations for 8th of March, or International Women's Day. A total of 14 female artists participated in the exhibition, which ran under the slogan, "Women's labor and art are the basis of society," and was organized by the Freedom of Kurdistan Association. Images of both women suffering in society and her role in social reproduction were displayed. Activities like these are very important to us because women play a fundamental role in the arts, said event organizer Gino Rashid, hence the name of the exhibition. Designer Tara Sengin, who participated in the exhibition, added that she sent a message of solidarity and celebration to women all over the world. Women living in the Makhmur refugee camp have been making preparation for International Women's Day on March 8th. Every year, the women living in the Makhmur refugee camp celebrate International Women's Day. This year, they have already begun their preparation for the celebration with great enthusiasm. The musical groups that will take to the stage on March 8th started their rehearsals 1 month ago. The women will organize a march before March 8th, with the traditional clothes, and all people living in the refugee camp will participate in the celebration. Marcher Delilah musical group, consisting of 4 young women, is one of the musical groups that will take to the stage with 3 songs on March 8th. Helin Babat, a member of the group, spoke to Nu Jinha about the preparation for International Women's Day. Recalling that they began their rehearsals 1 month ago, Helin Babat said, "Firstly, I want to wish a happy 8th of March to all working women in the world, particularly to women of Kurdistan and the women in Makhmur camp. We, as a group, have worked hard to be ready for International Women's Day. We will sing 3 songs on March 8th. Our musical group consists of 4 women, 2 sing songs, 1 plays the guitar and 1 plays the saz. We make our preparation for March 8th with great enthusiasm and excitement. We will keep working until the last day. We will do our best to celebrate this day in the most joyful and beautiful way." Stating that their songs are suitable for the spirit of March 8th, Helin Babat said, "The 8th of March is an important day for women. Thanks to this day, women can express themselves and spread their revolution. We chose the songs that we will sing on March 8th according to the meaning of this day. I think that people will like the songs because they are meaningful and joyful. I wish a happy 8th of March to all working women in the world once again."